CJ's averaging, I guess, over 15 points in the last 4 games. I know you guys are the top 2 scorers. What's CJ's scoring emergence meant to you all? Just what do you think of the season he's having so far?
I think CJ having a great year so far. I like the way he's shooting the ball. I think he have a lot of confidence. His game carrying on from practice to the game is really good for him and just our team.
He's playing at a high level, I think. He's playing with a lot of confidence out there. And he puts in a lot of extra work, so I guess you could say it's paying off.
As a follow-up to that, I mean, obviously teams are going to focus on you guys and Anton. How important is it to have another a perimeter scorer emerge to help you guys out, to help the team out?
It's big. He's stepping up to the plate. This is what he wanted. This is what he worked for, and I think it's all coming in his hands now.
I think it's big for us as a team because I know the scout report is always trying to contain us 3, but I don't think he's really on the scout report like that. So it's good for him and us at the same time. He's kind of our secret weapon, so it's good for us.
Somebody else? Yeah, go ahead. The Minnesota game last year, that was early in the year. You guys hadn't been here that long. We're probably still kind of getting used to things here. What do you remember about that game? How tough a loss was that? How much better do you think you guys each are, after being here and going through last season and everything?
I remember last year was our first road game, and it was just a cold flight back home.
What do you remember about that, Daryl?
We was just starting to get to know each other on the floor, so you really couldn't blame us for the outcome. Well, you could, but you couldn't blame us for losing our first road game when we just started playing together. It's a little bit different this year. We started off playing on the road, going to Portland, playing top teams in the country. So we get to play them at home. Hopefully it can be a different outcome this time.
Yeah, is there a feeling like, hey, let's pay these guys back because they beat us at their place? Now it's our chance to beat them at our place?
No, it's another game, Bob.
Coach Anderson said here the other night that teams have kind of figured out a way to play Arkansas is to slow you 2 guys down. What form has that taken? I mean, have you noticed how are they playing you differently, and also how's that helped the other guys?
They're playing us a lot. Well, me personally, they're playing me a lot tougher, and I know they're playing us a lot tougher. We just got to adjust. It's nothing too major. When you come off a good season, I mean, this is what's supposed to happen. They're going to put you on the scouting report, try to stop your best players, best 2 players, best 3 players, and you just got to have other guys come off the bench and step up.
I think they playing us pretty tough. They just coming out trying to prove a point. I think we got a good target on our back right now, so we just adjust and everybody step up and make plays.
It's not often. I think it's the first time a Big Ten ranked teams come into Fayetteville since I think Michigan maybe like 6 or 7 years ago, and Syracuse has been in here. But it's pretty rare to have a ranked non-conference team come in here. How big a game is this to you guys? How much have you been looking forward to this?
It's a big game. I think there's going to be a lot of people there Saturday. I know we excited. Pretty sure the whole city's excited. So I think it's going to be a great game, and hopefully win. We just got to play defense and stay within ourselves.
What do you feel about that, Daryl?
Another great opportunity. Come in here and just play our game, have fun, make the fans proud. And I think it'll be a great environment Saturday.
You guys were able to overcome the slow start last game, but it's been 2 games in a row with the slow start offensively. How do you kind of pick that up and maybe start differently offensively this game?
We just got to go out there and just play. I think we've been hesitant on our shots or hesitant on what we want to do as a team out there on the floor, and we're looking at coach to see what's next most of the time. And we just got to go out there and play the game the way we know how to play it.
I think we just got to just go out there and fight and play hard and just don't worry about what the coach saying listen to what he's saying, not how he said, but just play our game and just stop thinking so much.
CJ, I mean, everybody thinks about him as a shooter and scorer, but Coach Ashland was talking about how he's, picked up his defense. Not saying he's the greatest defender in the world, but he's picked up his defense, and he's a little more of a playmaker. How have you guys seen his all-around game improve? Like, how is his defense better and just passing and things like that?
I think he take it a little bit more with his pride now. Cause I remember last year CJ, he was kind of laid back on defense and let people push him around. But this year he pushing you around as soon as you try to come off screen, gonna foul you or something. So I like it. I like the way he playing defense. He do a lot of things for us, and I hope he keep doing it.
Last year during practice we put CJ through a lot, so I can truly say it paid off for him. Going against a good guard, you have no choice but to get better. When you practice against people that's physical and aggressive every day at practice, you have no choice but to get better.
Daryl, you kind of talked about how you've adjusted to people defending you maybe differently. When teams try and take the ball out of your hands on screens and maybe trap you or hedge hard, what's that been like adjusting to that? And I guess how do you maybe attack that differently now than when they started doing it early in the year?
It's been pretty tough for me these past couple of games, but offense comes and goes, so it'll eventually come back, hopefully soon. But personally, I just think I have to be more aggressive than what I've been doing. I kind of been shying away from the moment. Teams bringing their best defender at me, and I just got to keep being aggressive the way I was at the beginning of the season.
Have you guys looked at much Minnesota film yet? If so, what do you think of them? And I guess Nate Mason, he's averaging about 4.5 assists and 15 points. Just what do you guys think of Minnesota?
I got to respect them. They're the number 14 team in the country. They're a great ball club, well coached, but I think we're just as good as them.
I think they're a good team. I mean, they are ranked in the country, so they are. They're kind of fast-paced, kind of. I know they like to crash the glass and stuff like that, so I think we should contain that. We'll be all right.
Did you guys ever see the tape when Alabama was down to 3 players? Because I guess some guys got tossed for coming on the floor. And did you ever see Alabama was playing them 3-on-5? Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some highlights of it, but
What do you guys think is pretty odd deal?
I mean, it's basketball. That happens. I don't know. They went through that. Now we didn't go through it. They went through it. So ask them how they feel.
Bob, you are a funny guy.
That's what you guys be ready in case you get down to 3 players.
You really think we were getting down to 3 players?
Alabama wasn't either, The funny thing was, I think Alabama was down 13, but they got with the 3.
Bob, you're amazing. You're amazing. It wouldn't be the same if you wasn't in here.
Okay.